Yes, value friends, in today's class let us discuss about Ramanujacharya. In last class we have already discussed about the Shankaracharya and his philosophy and his work, is it? In today's class let us discuss about the philosophy of Ramanujacharya and about the brief introduction of the life history of Ramanujacharya. Yes, Ramanujacharya is propagated that the Vishishtadvaita philosophy. He is also one of the religious reformer. He is a religious reformer and social reformer also. He is condemned the caste system. Understand? Then he give his own thought to the people. Understand? So likewise, he is also religious promoter, religious social reformer also, religious promoter and social reformer. Ramanujacharya, he is born in the Sri Perumbudur. What is? He is born in Sri Perumbudur. Okay, then afterwards his father name is Keshava Somayaji and his mother name is Kantimati. What is? His father name is Keshava Somayaji and mother is Kantimati. He is getting extraordinary knowledge in the Veda and Upanishad when he is a child. Then afterwards he had a good intelligence when he is in the childhood. Then afterwards he get a lot of knowledge in the Kanchi. Kanchi is one of the spiritual center and as the spiritual education center in the olden days. Okay, so he got the good education in the Kanchi. Then finally he get the education from his teacher is called what is Yadava Prakasha. Ramanujacharya's teacher is Yadava Prakasha. Then afterwards he lives in the Chola dynasty, but the Cholas are followers of the Shiva. In a sense, they are the Shaivists. Shaivist means what? Shaivist means who are following the Shiva. In a sense, who are worship Lord Shiva. He is called the Shaivist. The Cholas are the Shaivists. They start to oppose Ramanujacharya because of his Vaishnava. He followed the Vaishnava tradition. Understand? He followed the Vaishnava tradition. Vaishnava tradition means what? The people who worship the Lord Vishnu. Okay, so this is called the what is Vaishnavas. So Ramanujacharya propagated the Vaishnava tradition. His follows that for that purpose the Shaivist who worship the god Shiva, those people start oppose the Ramanujacharya. So on that meantime, in our Karnataka, Hoysala kingdom is ruling. So Hoysala king Bittideva, he is invite the Ramanujacharya to come. What is his dynasty? What is Bittideva? Hoysala's king who is Bittideva. He invites the Ramanujacharya to his kingdom. Afterwards, he get the Vaishnava tradition. He also start to follow the Vaishnava tradition. So Bittideva is become the Vishnuvardhana. He's become Vishnuvardhana. In the sense, Bittideva is renamed as a Vishnuvardhana. Understand this? What it is? The Ramanujacharya, he is the propagator of the Vishishtadvaita theory. His father name is Keshava Somayaji and mother is Kantimati. He get a good knowledge in his childhood and he get the good knowledge of Veda and Upanishad in Kanchi. The Kanchi is one of the religious spiritual education center in the northern part of the India. So he get the wonderful knowledge of the Veda and Upanishad. Finally he learned the more about the Vaishnava tradition by his teacher is called Yadava Prakasha. Okay, then he is in the ruling of the Cholas. He lived in the Tamil Nadu on that places. Then afterwards the Cholas are the Shaivists, so they start to oppose the Ramanujacharya Vaishnava tradition. So on that meantime, in our Karnataka, Hoysala dynasty is ruling. Hoysala dynasty king is what is Bittideva is ruling in our Karnataka. So Bittideva invite the Ramanujacharya to his dynasty. So Ramanujacharya comes to the Bittideva dynasty. Then he start to preach the Vaishnavism to the Bittideva. The Bittideva is also converted. He also start to follow the tradition of Vaishnavas. So Ramanujacharya is renamed the Bittideva as the Vishnuvardhana. Okay, when he start the follow the tradition of Vaishnavas, then afterwards he changed his name as a Vishnu Vardhana. Understand? So likewise we can see here. Then afterwards Ramanujacharya is give the philosophy. It is a very extraordinary, that is called the Visishta Advaita. Visishta from Advaita philosophy is called the Visishta Advaita. Understand? Already you know that what is the meaning of Advaita. Aham Brahmasmi. Atma and Paramatma is one. Soul and God is one is the theory of Advaita. Is it? But it is the Visishta Advaita. It is the special from the Advaita theory. Visishta Advaita. Okay. So it is the special from the Advaita theory is called the Visishta Advaita. This philosophy is given by the Ramanujacharya. What is this Visishta Advaita? Yes, according to the Ramanujacharya, Jiva and Prapatti are under the control of Brahma. That is Jiva and Prapatti. Jiva and Prakriti are under the control of God. Here Jiva and Prakriti is under the control of God. We are all not free. Is it? We are all control of the God. God is he is the final. He is the controller of us and also the all Prakriti. Okay, that is Jiva and Prakriti are under the control of God. Here he want to teach the salvation. He want to teach to people how to get the salvation. So he want to teach the people by this Visishta Advaita. Is it by his simple teaching he want to realize the people. Okay, then afterwards he gives the philosophy two main things, that is the Bhakti and Prapatti. What it is? He gives the two ideas, that is called the Bhakti and Prapatti. Bhakti and Prapatti means complete surrendering to the God is called the Bhakti and Prapatti. That is complete surrender to the God is called the Bhakti and Prapatti. So he is for the manifesting of all this world, the cause by the Brahma, in a sense by Lord only cause for the manifest of this all world is the theory of Visishta Advaita. In a sense, God is the manifester of all this world. It is not Maya, it is the truth. But it is this Prakriti, Jiva, our life, it means word is truth, is called Visishta Advaita. In Advaita, what we did, what we see that here, word is illusion, word is Maya. Is it? God is truth. Is it? This is the Advaita theory. But here Visishta Advaita explain. It is the Visishta. It is a very special from the Advaita theory. Here word is truth. It is existing of the word is truth. And God is also truth. God controlling the word. This is the philosophy of word is Ramanujacharya. This is called Visishta Advaita. To attain the salvation means moksha. Salvation means moksha. Moksha means what? That is relax from the birth and death. Okay, relaxation from the birth and death is called the moksha. So moksha, attaining moksha is the final stage of every jiva. Is it? For that purpose, what they all want to explain likewise. So everyone should get possible to get the moksha. So here the two things are the very important, that is Bhakti and Prapatti. By this only we should surrender ourselves. We should completely surrender ourselves to the government, ourselves to the God is the main importance here. This is called the Visishta Advaita. Understand? Here what is word is truth. It is existing. Word existing is the truth. God is control all these things. But God is separate and word is separate. Is it? So word is control and right by the God. This is called what it is? Visishta Advaita. Understand? Vishishtadvaita means Jiva and Prakriti are under the control of the Brahma. What is Jiva and Prakriti is under the control of Brahma. It is not independent. Okay. Then second one is word is truth. It is not Maya. Word is truth. It is controlled by the Lord. To attain the salvation or moksha is a very important to do the bhakti and prapatti to the God. Bhakti and prapatti to the God. Bhakti and prapatti means what? Completely surrendering ourselves to the God. By this only we should attain the moksha. This is called Vishishtadvaita philosophy. Understand? Yes. Then afterwards we can see that here he always opposed the caste system. He always opposed the caste system. For the complete surrendering to the God, it is possible to attain the moksha. By this, his teachings, he makes the many more social reformation in our India, and also he is a religious promoters. Understand? And he also gives the many more works for to us. So, what are the works given by the Ramanujacharya? First one is Vedanta Sara. Second one is Vedanta Sangraha. Third one is Sri Bhashya. And fourth one is Vedanta Deepika. And fifth one is Gita Bhashya. Okay, these are all the works of Ramanujacharya. Vedanta Sara, Vedanta Sangraha, Sri Bhashya, Vedanta Deepika, Gita Bhashya. These are all works of the Ramanujacharya. We can see here Gita Bhashya, in his books he explained about the Bhakti only. Okay, he is importantly explained about the Bhakti in his Gita Bhashya. Through that he propagated the Vaishnava tradition. Understand this. So this is called the Visishta Advaita. Why we call this Visishta Advaita? It is special from the Advaita philosophy. For that purpose we call it is the Visishta Advaita. Understand this. Yes. Finally we know that here the Raidas and Ramanand of the North Saints. Raidas and Ramanand are the, what is Raidas and Ramanand are saints. In our side, Shishanala Sharif, likewise we can see that. No, so similarly in the northern side, the Ramanand and also the Raidas are the saint. These two, Ramanand and Raidas, are the follower of the Ramanujacharya. They follow the traditional philosophy of the Visishtadvaita of Ramanujacharya. And also in our Karnataka, the great Vijayanagara dynasty, Aravidu, and also the what it is Aravidu dynasty is also follow this type of the Ramanujacharya. In a sense, they also follow the Ramanujacharya theory. Understand this? So, this is all about the Ramanujacharya. He wrote the books like the Vedanta Sara, Vedanta Sangraha, Vedanta Deepika, and Sri Bhashya, Gita Bhashya. Understand? Then afterwards the Raidas and also the Ramananda, they all become the follower of the Ramanujacharya. This is all about the Visishtadvaita.